We are live from New York City again. I think we are live. Looks like we are. I just need to throw the image on the outside monitor, the live stream, so customers here can watch. Just give me a moment, please. Thank you. It's a multi-step process. Almost there. Okay. I think it's streaming outside. Yeah, I have the Luna guitar back on the bench. Here it is. We'll be cleaning the bridge. We have a whole bunch of glue we need to clean out. Let me show you. This is it. Focus, focus. Yeah, this is some kind of glue I've never seen before. So I don't know what we're up against. But it did come off with heat. I mean, the bridge came off with heat. So, yeah, I'll be doing what I always do. I'll use a heat gun. Here you can see it. I don't like it. So I think we'll be scraping pretty deep, which means we'll talk about how to reglue the bridge later. I'll be making a new bridge for this, and here also we have these double holes that were drilled. You can see this in one of the previous live streams. So this is already part 3. Hold on, let me see this. Okay. I want to monitor how many people are watching. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah. The phone's been ringing off the hook. I need to silence my phone. It is silenced. Why is it ringing? Sorry about that. This is the same guy again. I already told him I can't do this now. I think it's the same guy. Yeah, same. Okay. Do not disturb. There you go. That's better. Okay, so let's get to work here. I have this heat gun. I'll be blowing hot air and scraping the glue off, hopefully. Let's see. I mean, yeah, it's gonna come off. but I think a lot of the wood fibers will come off as well. The thing is that we can't be putting glue on top of the old glue, okay? That's not gonna work. So we just need to remove all of the old glue first. Yeah, it's coming off. But like I said, some of the wood fibers are coming off as well. And the heat is helping. I can feel that it's soft. This glue looks like, I don't know, it feels like grainy. Like coffee grounds, something. I've never seen glue like this on a guitar, anywhere on a guitar. Yeah, this is going to take probably a couple of hours to remove everything. So this is making this part of the soundboard very uneven, which isn't good, but there's no other way around it. This glue needs to come off. Looks like this is a different type of glue here. It's a different color. Look at that. So here, this is definitely not the same glue. It's completely different. Not sure what this is. We'll be fixing these double holes as well. I wonder if they try to fill this with some kind of filler. So this is a really bad workmanship. I mean, they just drilled holes like this and then covered up with the bridge just to hide it. And they just sell it like that. And whatever this black glue they used couldn't hold the bridge down, so now we're doing a bridge glue. So these live streams are experimental. I mean, I work and I just stream so customers can watch their guitars being worked on. But with something like this, I need to focus on the work, so I can't really talk about many other things. This is interesting. There's some kind of glue here. This is some kind of glue that's different than this glue. So again, we got 2 layers of glue. Look at that. This is some kind of soft glue melting here that was underneath the black glue. And this seems to be the same soft glue that we see here. See this? So we can scrape the black glue and we expose this other glue. This is glue. Right there, you can see it. You can see the spaghettis, like the melted cheese kind of. Look at that. So that's another surprise here. And there's a whole bunch of this other glue here. So it was used as a gap filler. So now when I remove all that glue to expose the sun, so this is still glue, look at that. We're digging into this surface. And here there's also something different. Look at that, some kind of powder. And you can see the 2 layers of glue. The black glue is on top of the yellow glue, kind of orange yellow. But this whole part here is a cavity. You can see that. It's a pretty deep cavity. Look at that. So you can see the brown glue, yellow glue, brown glue here, whatever. So when I remove it, see how soft it is? I mean, I'm not even removing any wood fibers. This was just used as filler because there's this cavity on the soundboard. Really horrible how they made this. But interestingly here, there's only the black glue. Okay, this is all soft. I already discussed this with the customer. The only way to glue a new bridge is to use epoxy because this surface is just so damaged. I can't use wood glue on this reliably. They drilled all these unnecessary holes on the soundboard. What is that hole here for? Look at that. It's not like they even used an indexing pin here. They just drilled a hole. All right. I feel like an archaeologist. This is not wood. I'm not sure. So these wood fibers are bad because they've been soaked with something. So we need to remove these wood fibers. To get a good glue joint, we need to expose fresh wood, not wood that's been saturated with a resin or some kind of glue or whatnot. And here is where we see two types of glue again. Right there. I just removed some. Well, I wonder if this isn't glue, if this is simply the same kind of finish that's here. I don't know. I think that's what it is. Look at that. And we're gonna have to remove this finish as well, all the way up to about here. But we'll do this later, after we make a new bridge. That's the thing. You don't know if it's a good guitar until you start dissecting it. And here we see clearly this was not a well-made guitar. Guitar's not supposed to be made like that. So this area here took about half hour. So this whole thing is going to take, I don't know, 2 hours. How about this? We'll work on this. I really want to know what kind of glue this is, this black glue. Yeah. I'm doing something for Halloween. Yeah, I want to do like a Halloween special. I have an idea, but I'm not sure if I'll have time. Yeah, the more I look at this, the more I'm convinced that the only glue up option for the new bridge is going to be epoxy. And it'll hold it. I mean, but you know, it's not ideal for future servicing. I'll let the other guy worry about it. We're getting there slowly. So this area here looks to me like it's got 2 layers. I guess we'll find out. Look how thick this is. So we do have, what, 6 or 7 viewers? I can't tell. So I do have like kind of like an announcement to make. Why don't I take a break? This Saturday, I'm going to be working on an interesting guitar. It's going to be a Daquisto. It's not here now. I told the customer to bring the guitar just for the day and I'll work on it. And He'll pick it up the same day. D'Acquisto is Jimmy D'Acquisto was a luthier who was working with John D'Angelico in New York. The two of them are known as the two best arched up guitar builders of the 20th century. So the D'Acquisto guitar that I'll be working on, if everything goes according to plan, is I'm told in mint condition. I think I got some pictures. I mean, I do have some pictures. Let me see. I got so many text messages. Okay, so I can show you some pictures of this guitar that I'll be working on. Okay, is that it? Why isn't it switching? Okay, here. Can I focus on this or not? Come on. Let's zoom in. There you go. Okay, so that's the guitar. Okay, it's a D'Acquisto. I'm not really sure how valuable this one is, but it's too valuable for me to just keep it in the shop. So I made arrangements with the customer to just bring it in, and I am pretty much reserving the whole day for that guitar. That's going to be this Saturday. I am feeling a little sick, so I hope I don't get sick, because if I do, then we'll have to postpone, obviously. But if everything goes according to plan, I'll have this guitar here on the bench this Saturday. What time is the guy coming? Hold on, let me see. Let me check my schedule. Okay, so he's coming at 3, but I will first, do some prep work. I'm gonna take this easy and slow. So maybe I'll start streaming around 4:30 p.m. New York City time. Maybe, I don't know. 5 p.m. maybe, I don't know. So if you just keep an eye out on the notifications, you might catch me work on that guitar. I think it will be just a setup. I'm told the guitar's in mint condition. So, yeah, an interesting guitar to show, right? I think they go from, I think you'd be lucky to find one for $40,000. Probably not in best condition, I guess. 60,000, maybe more. I don't know. So I don't want to keep it here. And we check the insurance and all that. Okay, so where are we? So I've been streaming for 47 minutes and 6 seconds. And so far, this is what we got. Okay. Yeah, I can really feel how, this is not the same level as the rest of the soundboard for sure. So do I have a straight edge somewhere? Yeah. So that's quite a gap that I see here. Let me hold this. Yeah, quite a gap. Well, I mean, this is very thick poly finish, but even from the surface of the soundboard down to this, you know, cleaned up area, there's quite a gap. So the only option is going to be an epoxy job on this bridge reglue. The bridge itself is no good. Here it is. Let me zoom out a little bit so we can look at it. So a very poorly designed bridge, poorly made. It had 2 screws, completely unnecessary, right? Not only do they serve no purpose, but they weaken the bridge itself, right? Now you have this perforated line going across like that. Okay, so now with a perforated line, you know, you can kind of bend it, and it did bend. When the strings were pulling, it kind of bent, and it was very difficult to remove the saddle from here because it was pinched at the top. And once again, if I put a straight edge here, there's a gap here because this whole thing is just like bent. It's a poor design, not only because of these 2 holes for the 2 screws, but also because they took so much material off from the wings. So there's no support here. So this whole part, the back of the bridge, you know, wants to go up this way. So I'll make a new bridge, not like this one, but you can see how these wings are, that's more like a conventional design, and there's more material here supporting the back of the bridge, right, compared to this one. So I'll make a bridge in this style, but it'll have more support at the back here. So this will be thicker or wider. Yeah. Now with the what am I talking about? I don't feel good. Yeah. I'll be fabricating the bridge at the other shop in Brooklyn, and I don't have a whole streaming setup there, so I won't be streaming that part. But I might record a video for the main channel of me making the bridge, and then when I bring it over here, I'll be streaming the whole glue up job, right? But we're not there yet because these holes are really bad, right? We have these double holes. So as I'm cleaning up, I see that I thought it was glue on the inside of the back holes, but it was actually this finish. So I think that they first drilled these holes, okay, at the back, finished the whole guitar, and then routed a footprint for the bridge to glue it, right? So because they finished the whole guitar, after drilling the holes, there was a lot of this poly finish inside, okay? So when I was finding 2 layers, I thought of glue. Well, the bottom layer isn't glue. I think it's just this poly finish, okay? That kind of makes sense to me now. And obviously, you have this situation here, which is one of the reasons why this black glue, whatever this is, did not really stick to the poly. And not to mention that it was used as a filler So this is really thick, and unless this is epoxy, which I don't believe it is, or maybe it is some kind of epoxy, I don't know, it's not going to hold up over time. So I am going to remove all of the black glue. Then we'll work on these holes in a separate live stream. What I'll do is I'll use the bridge saver to plug the holes from the bottom. So here are these plugs, okay? That's maple. So I will repair the bridge plate first. I'll show you. I have here some samples. Okay, over here. Yeah, look at that. So this is from various guitars. Maybe there's too much light. The procedure is to first drill. Is it drilling? I don't know. Like to make this well. So this is the bridge plate that's on the inside of the guitar, right? So first to make this, and then to glue the plug into this cavity, all right? And you can see the wood, I don't know if you can see, but the wood grain is going at a kind of close to a 45-degree angle. So the wood grain on the bridge plate is going this way, but on the plug it's going this way. And then finally, then you drill a hole through the plug, which you drill through the top, right? So that's going to plug these holes from the bottom. So it's going to put some support at the back. And then the back, I don't know, I could put dowels or I could just fill it with epoxy. I'm not sure yet what I'll do. You can see better on this one how this repair is done. So 1, 2, 3, right? That's also from a very cheap guitar. As you can see, there's like a hole here for whatever reason. It's some kind of cheap guitar. This is from a Martin guitar. You can see Martin here. I have these to show to customers to discuss how to repair a bridge plate. Okay, so now I think we need to continue with this. So let's do it. I'm already 1 hour into this, so this is going to take the whole thing more than 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. I might break up this live stream. I'm not sure. Oops, I lost the blade. Where is it? I just had it. Well, I really want to find it because obviously it's a really sharp blade. And I just had it. Oh, come on. I have no idea where it went. It's not here in the box. Okay, whatever. I'll find it later. This is a new blade, a fresh blade. Okay. Yeah, I'm not feeling too good today. So I think this is just a poly finish, the same poly finish we see on the soundboard, on the, you know, the guitar. This is really, really thick here. There's no other way to remove this other than also removing some of the wood grain. And the back of the bridge really needs to be cleaned because that's where the bridge starts lifting when it starts lifting. So you really want the glue joint at the back of the bridge to be strong. The air coming out of the heat gun is really hot, by the way. I have a wider field of view through the microscope than you do on your screen because the camera crops some of the image. Which is why sometimes you might notice that I seem to be working outside of the viewable area because I'm looking through the microscope and I'm not always aware of what you see. And then every now and then I glance on the monitor and I see that it's not positioned right for you. So, yeah. So here we have end grain from the soundboard that's been saturated with which we now know is poly finish. So because it's been saturated, it's not gonna take a fresh glue joint application of glue very well, which is why I need to remove some of the contaminated fibers. And exposed fresh wood. Another problem is how they cut into the soundboard like this. So often this can result in tear out of the wood. That didn't happen here, but it can. So sometimes you can see that the bridge, when it lifts, it just pulls all the wood fibers. So the glue joint itself doesn't fail, but it just kind of rips the wood fibers away from the soundboard. I don't know if this is some kind of construction glue. I never seen this kind of glue used on guitars. It's really bad. Well, this is a nice area here. I think it'd be a good idea to clean up this part here. Why not? I feel like a guitar dermatologist. Or maybe a plastic surgeon. So eventually we'll be removing this as well. So you see I'm removing it here and exposing the soundboard, and you can see there's a step going down here. But I'll remove all of this finish up to about here before glue up, right? Of the new bridge. I just don't want to start doing it yet because I want to make the new bridge first. Once I have the new bridge, I'll know what the exact outline of that bridge is, and then we'll do the cleanup. So look, this is all poly. You can see how it's soft. I mean, I think it's poly. I don't know. It could be some kind of glue. I don't really know. It doesn't feel the same as this. Yeah, because this, when I chip it off, it just chips off, and this thing becomes like melted cheese. So maybe it's something else. So if I move over to this part, okay, right here, we can see whatever that is, right? This orange thing. So let's try to remove it. Let's figure out if it's some kind of glue or if it's that poly. You see, it's soft, right? It feels like there's poly on top and something else underneath. So this that I'm just peeling off here, that's the poly. But what we have underneath is something different. Look at that. So if you think about this, so this surface was flush with this. Now that I remove it, look how thick it is. We have a whole cavity here. And whatever that was not very strong. That was not some kind of really strong adhesive. I know it's not tight bond because when you melt tight bond like this, it's a different consistency. It's like a booger, and this is different. This is not even sticky. So when you melt tight bond, it's like a sticky booger. This is probably the, cheapest glue they could find. They just put it there. And they sell the guitar and yeah. Then when it breaks, they just sell you another one. So here we have a whole look at that. So here you can also clearly see that these wood fibers are curved like that. So they used a drill bit that was not very sharp, right? So it was spinning in a clockwise direction, and it just kind of pushed these wood fibers in that direction. Then when they sprayed it with poly, it saturated this end grain. And now, obviously, we need to remove it. So we're going to have to cut deeper to remove all this junk. Because nothing's going to stick to that. That's contaminated wood. We just need to surgically remove it. So we want to expose new fresh wood fibers so that they can soak up the new adhesive that we'll be using. Look at that. It's all contaminated. I'm sure we'll have the same situation here. We're basically rebuilding the guitar. And rebuilding a guitar is more work than building a guitar from scratch. Look at that. You can see how contaminated this is. So whatever adhesive we use isn't going to really stick to this. Because this is mostly resin, whatever they used. I need a break. Yeah, not feeling too good. I think I'm getting sick. I think we got 4 people watching. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. 'Cause I need a break. And I'm not like really feeling good, so I can't really talk. I'm not inspired to talk. So, yeah, why don't we do this? Let's take a break. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna stay later tonight or if I'm just gonna go home because I'm not feeling too good. I need some rest. So thank you for watching. Yeah. Yep, something has been going around here. Was sick for 3 days. Hope you feel better soon. Let me reply to that. Yeah. All right. So thank you for this. I don't think I'll be streaming any more tonight. I was here yesterday almost all day, just kind of like resting, not even working. I cleaned up a little bit, and that's it. So I need to catch up with my work as well, but I don't have the energy. And yeah. All right, friends. Thank you for watching, and let's talk soon.